Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to the farm. Today, I'm in Farmer William's workshop, and I think today we'll explore the wonderful world of metal. Come on! So two of the main properties of metals that make it ideal for farm use is its strength and durability. We're going to go and explore that now. Come on! These are the big metal strong doors to keep the animals inside safe. We also have to make sure that the trailer is safe and secure to safely transport the livestock leaving and coming to the farm. This has to be strong and durable. Farmer William's wheelbarrow and the buckles and clasps on the horse tack. This allows the horses to be nice and safe and secure. The padlocks keep the sheds safe and the big metal doors slide across, keeping the contents safe and secure. The zips on Farmer William's coat keeps him cosy and warm when it's cold outside, and the bike trailer safely carries things from place to place on the farm. The fences are also made of fence wire, which is extremely strong. And the gates on the farm keep the animals where they're meant to be. The outside tap allow us to fill up their water buckets, and the letterbox on the farm allows the postman to deliver the farm mail. The door handles have also got to be nice and strong. And finally, the scales we use to weigh the sheep on the farm, they've got to be very strong and durable. Farmer William would really like to show you now some items that are made from metal that the blacksmith or farrier would use on the farm. And obviously they need to be strong and durable too. Let's go and see what he's found.
Hi kids, how you doing? While we're on the subject of metal, I thought you might like to see some of these. These are some old blacksmith tools that are, we've got lots of them about the farm. And what the blacksmith would do was, he could take just a piece of metal like this, he could put it in the fire, heat it up on the forge, and then he could take it and put it onto this. This is a thing called an anvil, so he'd be holding onto it with a pair of tongs. I can't find my tongs, so I'll use my fingers. The metal's cool. And what he could do was, he could beat out the piece of hot metal on the anvil, get it into a long shape, and then he could put it on here, and he could beat it round this bit, and after maybe quarter an hour, 20 minutes of hard work, he could end up with one of these. This is an old Clydesdale shoe, which is a Scottish horse, and that's one of the shoes. We find lots of these lying about the farm. These would come off, just pop off when the horse was working. So he'd be beating away with his hammer, and he'd have made one of these. This is a new one. This is one of the ones that will go into our Highland ponies. This was made by a local farrier, John Patterson, who's very good at his work, and he made this. Another thing we've got here that's made from metal, to do with horses again, is a file, or a rasp, they call it. And what they would do was, this is made from metal as well, they would put it onto this. This is a stand for putting the horse's hoofs onto, or I think they call it a tree. So they'd lift the horse's hoof, set it on there, the horse would sit with its hoof on there, and the farrier could shape its feet, just like you would use or mummy would use an emery board. He would file round there, and then he might take the shoe and fit the shoe. Some ponies don't need shoes, but he would file it and fit the shoe, then he might file it off to tidy it off. The hammer I was using, that's quite a big hammer. It's not actually the hammer I used for doing that. This is one maybe a man helping the farrier. If they're doing other metal work, he would work that, and the farrier would hold the piece of metal and move it about to shape it.
So whilst I was here in Farmer William's workshop, looking for some interesting metal things to show you, I came across a few rusty things, and that got me thinking. As little scientists, you'll probably be wanting to know, first of all, what is rust? And secondly, how does it form? Let's have a look. So what is rust? Rust is this crumbly brown material which is caused by a chemical reaction of iron, water and oxygen. The formation of rust is a chemical change because rust is a different kind of matter than the iron, oxygen and water that was present before the rust formed. Amazing. This fence is an electric fence that goes round some of the fields on the farm. So what we just saw there, of course, was an electric fence. This is a fence that uses metal to conduct electricity, just enough to give the animal a very small zap, only enough to make it think it wants to stay where it is. So it's got me thinking about conductors and insulators. And I think we should go and explore that now. So I've set up the equipment we might need to explore whether metals make good conductors, and in fact, what materials are conductors and which are insulators. So we've got our batteries, our wires and our bulb, and that together, and we attach them all together into one circuit, as you can see, turns the little light on. I've added in some metal scissors, and as you can see, they too are a conductor of electricity, switching on the lamp. We've now added in some copper, a different type of metal, and again, the light has lit up. It is a conductor. I've now added a piece of brass into the circuit, and that too is a type of metal which is a conductor. I've also chosen some insulators like this elastic band, and what you can see is that this band has stopped the flow of electricity as an insulator, making the light bulb stay out. I've also included some wood here, and again the light bulb has not lit up. So on Farmer William's fridge there are a selection of fridge magnets, and that got me thinking, are all metals magnetic? Let's go and have a look. The simple answer is no, not all metals are magnetic. We can use this magnet that I've borrowed from school to check on different resources to find out if in fact they are. The wooden table is not magnetic. The little stainless steel scissors are. We've also got some magnetic nuts and bolts on the farm. As you can see, the magnet picking it up. Copper is not magnetic. Brass is not magnetic either, proving that not all metals are magnetic, like this magnetic stainless steel, which is. Sadly, the zinc is not. But we've also got some things like this keyring, which are. The galvanised steel is magnetic, as you can see, as well as some of the gates on the farm, which you can see are in fact magnetic. So we've come down to the bridge here and on the farm, and we're going to test whether the galvanised steel on the bridge is in fact magnetic using our magnet. Come on! And the answer is yes. The bridge at the farm is magnetic. So I think you'll agree, we've learnt a lot about metals and how interesting they can be. Now I want you to go around your house now and have a look at some of the cool metal things that you can find in your house. And if you've got a fridge magnet, have a little go at trying to find out what things are magnetic and which ones are not. See you tomorrow!